All right, good morning. Happy Saturday. Welcome. Almost the second to the last Saturday of the month already. Where's the time gone? Anyway, welcome to today's Farming Simulator 22 live stream. We're going to do a bit of harvesting fun today. But we'll talk about a few things, other things here on the farm that I'm going to work on off stream at some other point. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I do need to fly today. Try to get those hours, get some hours in the air, see how things are going. So I don't know. I may fly and then I may come back on the farm. I don't know. We'll see. Plus, got to play that other game, as Amela likes to call it. Oh no, not the other game. That game. I got to play that game later today. But hopefully everybody's doing well here Saturday morning, afternoon, evening, whichever one applies to you. We'll get started here in a minute. We'll give people a few minutes to get themselves settled for the stream. See who pops in. I did harvest this field of wheat yesterday real quick. Good morning, Mr. Adams. So yeah, I just cleared it out, but I've got some plans for this field and the other one on the other side there. Not major plans, but just something I want to try, see how we do with it. So yeah, we'll see. But excuse me. Anyway, yeah, we'll get started here in a minute. Give everybody time to get sorted. We'll run over and do some harvesting and try to wrap things up so Addie's can have his nap time. All that Astroneer might have worn him out last night. So yeah, so I'm going to try to fly. I think what I'm going to do today is I'm going to try to fly offline. I'm not going to be on the multiplayer servers. I'm wondering if that's part of the problem. I was thinking about that this morning when I was waking up. I was like, I wonder if. So it's worth a shot. So it just may be for the time being there won't be a multiplayer available, but I'll still put the flight plan in. So if you want to fly it, you just won't see me. But if you want to fly the same route yourself, you're more than welcome to. Or it's always on the Discord. You can always look at it later, or if you go to YouTube, you can watch the first few minutes. I always show the route and all that. So, anyways, all right. So I'm just gonna kind of start talking here, so we can get going. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to plow and cultivate this field. And then what I may do is I may plant like very large trees along this side, kind of space them out. Then along the side of the road here, and then also along the side that runs next to this little cut through right here. And then the same we'll do trees here, and then trees along the road again. We won't do over here because it's just too. Unless I bought that property. Let me see. Hold on a second. Let's see what that goes for. See, I don't think you get the house with it. Oh yeah, you do. You know what? Let's just buy it right now. Screw it. Purchase, please. All right. So now, if anything happens, it's our own property, so we're good to go. So anyway, or we could even put some over here. Oh, oats are growing. Never mind. Oops. Oh well. Anyway, um, so yeah, um, we're gonna plant some trees, or I will, not we, but I'll do it just for my own sort of kind of practice planting trees, and then but I want to make sure like they're the big, you know, something that's gonna be worth cutting down and selling for the wood. So I gotta see what I can get. Um, okay. Anyway, also, where does it run over here? I did plant some corn on this field last night. Um, I think while I was um, watching Mick and Bex on Astroneer. So I'm gonna let that grow. I've got the harvester already over here. So once it's up and ready to be harvested, I'll take care of that. Just for some practice for myself. I know I've harvested corn before, but I don't, I'm kind of like still learning. So I just want to make sure, whatever gets thrown my way on Mix Farm, that I already know what to expect. So the corn now, if you look up here in the upper right corner there, it's got the date and all that. So if you remember yesterday, we stopped off the when I signed out from the stream. I think it was like either 2nd of October or the 1st of November. It took all the way until May. I checked it May 1st. It was finally ready to harvest the cotton. The sugar cane came in, I think, about it was either March or April. It popped up. So what we're going to do for this, we're only going to do a couple rows of the sugar cane, just so that everybody can kind of see how it goes. I'm not going to do the whole field. We may do, just some of it today, but I'm not going to do the whole field today because this is a very small harvester. Um, and I don't think you guys really want to sit there through the whole time of me harvesting the entire sugarcane field. So, so yeah, we'll do that after we get done with harvesting the cotton over here. And then I've got a trailer already set to pick up the bales. I'll swing by after we get everything harvested and all the bales are done. I'll swing by with this and pick up the bales, and we'll go sell it. And then we'll do some of the sugar cane, and then we'll wrap things up for the day. So let's go ahead and get started here. Now I think what I can do, I did buy a mulcher, so when I harvested that wheat yesterday, I did mulch it. I don't know that it really did anything. So I may try mulching this and see if that uh, does anything for it. And maybe replant some cotton here. Good morning, Bex. How are you? Nice to see you here. Look, everybody, it's Bex. How are you? Now, I don't think this field is big enough that we're going to get, more than one or two bales out of this for selling. We're lucky if we get one and a half. The rate this is going, we're lucky if we get one. Yeah, I really enjoyed Astroneer. Well, you guys went on a tear last night. I looked at the time. I'm like, goodness gracious, they've been going forever. Poor Joseph was probably dozing off there at the watching it on his phone or whatever. He started nodding off. He's not used to that kind of excitement on a Friday night. So yeah, so we'll do that. I'm hope what I may just do. I kind of well, I'll test it. If I fly offline and it works and there's no stutters or anything, then I might feel confident that we can do that on Monday. It's just that because I'm beginning to suspect, and I could be wrong. It's just a suspicion, but I'm going to test my theory today. My that it's the multiplayer servers that are just all kinds of tore up right now for whatever reasons. So, so yeah, we may. Yeah, you's done 6 hours on that game. No, Bex and Mick did 6 hours on the game, not me. I watched for 6 hours. I was around, except for when I was on the phone call. But I had the video on just so that I didn't drop out because I was still viewing. Technically, I just couldn't. I had to mute so I could talk on the phone. So, anyways, yeah. So we'll try that today. I'll try that after we wrap this up. Or at some point today, I'll try that flying without the multiplayer on. Yeah, there you exactly, Bex. That's exactly it. It is easier to do when the game doesn't make you want to rage quit. That is true. Well, and that's the sort of game that you lose track of time because you just get going on doing stuff and you just like, oh, let's keep going, and next thing you know, you've spent 6 hours, and wow, okay, that was unexpected. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna yield a massive. We're only at 20%, and we got. Doesn't seem like we have much left to do as far as harvesting. That's all right. It's a learning process. That's all that matters. I think I could still produce a bale. I think Mick's probably lurking in the background. He was wheeling and dealing on his version of Farm Sim. So anyway, yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. Just kind of a relaxing little bit of harvesting here. See if we can make some money. with this cotton. Drink some coffee here. See, I don't think it'll be too long of a stream today. Just a little something to do on a Saturday morning. Keep Addie's blood pressure down as much as possible. You know, try to keep him calm before Monday when Mick and Predator are back on FIFA, possibly. So even if Joseph's not in the game with them, you know he's going to be in his room swearing and throwing fits and wanting to rage quit, even though he's not in the game with them. He'll still find a way to rage quit. Or he'll start cursing in the chat. Ooh, this is a nice view. Look at this, is fancy. So, Addie, did you have your lunch? What did you have for lunch? Did you go to that dodgy McDonald's again? No, it's not a multiplayer farm, Bex. This is basically what I'm doing is just doing a few things so that if or when Mick adds more stuff to his farm, it's just so that it's a bit of a learning process for me. Just so that if he has cotton on his farm, for instance, that I kind of know how that's going to go. Harvesting and what the expectations might be from it. That's all. It's nothing serious. It's not like I'm doing this long term. It's more like this is the experimental stage. So no, I don't. It's fine. I don't mind doing this solo because I picked a smaller field so it's easier for me to do on the stream, not anything ridiculously large or merge fields and then no, this is just for experimenting and trying different stuff that like I'll show you once we're done with this. I found the area for like forestry, so like I learned how to cut down some trees and the what else, the trying to load up the trees once you cut them down. That was a bit of a challenge. So yeah, just stuff like that. So that way, like I said, when Mick's ready to do, excuse me, when Mick's ready to do it, we're set to go. We can. He said we got this, and this to do. We're on it. We don't muck about on Mick's farm. Mick's got money to make. We got to make Mick his cash so we can get better equipment, get more fields, whatever. We don't lollygag. Contrary to what some people may wish that we do. We only got so much time on Mick's farm. When he goes live, we gotta make it happen. Yeah, because I think this is the first. I've tried cotton before. I think I did it on FS19, but I didn't really feel very successful with it. So I'm trying it again here, just to see how it goes. Plus, sometimes I find equipment, like I found a couple cultivators that I recommended to Mick, so he downloaded those this morning, I think. Um, so yeah, sometimes it's just, equipment recommendations, possibly as well. So yeah, good stuff. We might get a full bale out of all this. 50%. Yeah, that'd probably be about 60 or 70%, but we'll sell it either way. Don't know how much we'll get for it, but we'll get something for it. But I'll show you the once I unload the bale, I'll show you the forestry area and the equipment real quick. Don't expect too many people in today. No, this isn't the most exciting thing to watch on a Saturday morning or afternoon. Hello, Mela. How are you? Nice to see you here. I had pasta last night for dinner. And I just had peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for breakfast. I'm doing okay. Yeah, just plugging along here. Trying to do some of this before I try a flight sometime today to see how things are on the sim right now. And then I'll probably pop over to that game, play for a little while. Uh, I don't know for how long. I might just run around, collect up a few things, and maybe go back to it later on this afternoon. I don't know. %. Yeah, we may get to 70, but we'll see if we can spit out a bale. I think we should be able to. Watched Top Gun Maverick again last night. I think it's about my fifth viewing, fifth or sixth, something like that. I forgot, but it's not my first viewing. quite enjoy it because it has two things I like very much: airplanes and Jennifer Connelly. You put those two in a movie together, I'm there. Yep, there's so many things I want to talk about that movie. Well, not so much like just some observations, but I'm trying not to spoil it for anybody either, because some people still haven't seen it. But at some point, I'm going to have to be like, all right, you've had enough time. It's like people who didn't see the Avengers, the one where with Thanos, I forget what was it called. It was like, don't tell me how it ends. It's like, well, it's been out for a year and a half. Well, I still haven't seen it. Well, a year and a half and you still haven't seen it, then that's on you. I'm going to talk about it. I think a few months is more than enough waiting time to. But I'll try not to spoil anything. It's just some observations, like I said. Nothing. Try not to talk about any plot holes or anything like that. Just some things I noticed. That's all. Yeah, I mean, it is readily available as most movies now are on streaming services or like on Xbox. I know I'm guessing it's similar on PlayStation. I don't know, but on Xbox I can go to an entertainment section. I can buy movies directly. So like I still have. I bought it. It's been 3 years, almost 4 years now. I bought the movie The Count of Monte Cristo. I still have that. I watch that every once in a while. But yeah, I don't know if do they have the same thing on the PlayStation, Bex? Can you buy movies directly from there? Is there a movie section you can, or maybe not? I don't know. Ooh, missed one. Back up. Nope, I got it. Yeah, I don't know. Never knew if PlayStation has something like that. Or if it's like something extra you gotta pay another subscription fee for. Well, I might get a pretty decent size bail out of this. Anybody on the PlayStation system that can tell me if you guys can buy movies directly on your PlayStation? Yes, no, maybe, don't know, don't care. All the above. I would think most next gen consoles, especially, uh, that there would be an option for that somewhere. Because Sony has their own movie studio. They'd sell Sony made movies on PlayStation. They make pretty good money. See, since Top Gun, excuse me, Top Gun is a Paramount movie. I don't know if they would sell it on Sony owned. Well, I'm sure they'd take the money either way. They don't care. Never know with these studios and all kinds of different rules and ideas about what will sell where. I guess nobody can tell me. Addie's probably falling asleep already. I'm going around in the circle and he's like, huh? Somebody say the pub? What? Oh, on the PlayStation, Bex, can you buy movies directly from on your PlayStation? Is there like an entertainment section on the PlayStation? Because like there's an entertainment area here on the Xbox. I can go and buy movies directly. Well, you can rent them or you can buy them. You have the choice. I think if you buy them, you have only so much time to watch it before it expires. But usually I buy movies that I like to watch, you know, not over and over, like in, like 3 days in a row or something like that. But, if I'm like, oh, I haven't watched this in a while, let me watch this. Like, I've not watched The Count of Monte Cristo, and it's been a hot minute since I watched that. But, it's available for me to watch whenever I want. I don't have to wait. Like, if it's on a streaming service, I might have to wait for it to come back around on a streaming service. Well, we almost got a full bail out of all this. That's not too bad. I thought we'd only get maybe 60 or so percent, but we almost got a full bail. Nice. I like it. All right, let's turn. All right, let's unload the harvester. See what size bale we get. Oh, look at this. You just gave birth to a bale of cotton. Look at that. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Daddy, did you see that? Wasn't it spectacular? All right, let's go wash this thing. And we'll go pick up the bale. I think. Now, this is going to be the tricky part. I don't know that it's going to fit back there on that trailer. That might be the difficult part. We may have run into a little bit of a problem here, folks. So we may have to get some. We may have to get another trailer for that bale. Try to keep our equipment clean. You can add apps to the PlayStation, then watch films, but not as. Oh, okay. So there's not like a specific entertainment section on your PlayStation where you can buy movies directly, and then it's available to watch whenever you want to watch them, or to rent them if you want to rent them. All right, so this is going to be the difficult part here. I don't think that bale's going to fit on that trailer, but we're gonna go see what happens, just for our own. Yeah. Hello, Sue. How are you? Nice to see you here. Yeah. You'd be like, "Wow, what just happened? Do that again, Rob." Not right now, Joseph. Let's see if this thing will pick up. I don't think it will. I don't think it's meant to go on this trailer, but we'll see. If not, we'll find something that will work. Nope. Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. All right. Let's see. We'll keep that just in case. We'll find another baler that you know, that will make the round bales for cotton, or the harvester. I might have to get a different harvester. Okay, so let's see. Cotton technology, that's the harvesters. No, you want cotton technology, this. Try that one. We got money to spend, it's okay. And what about... We'll try that. Let's go to the shop, pick that up. Yeah, he missed that part, I think. He was dozing off. Mick and Bex kept him up pretty late last night with the Astroneer. He's still not fully recovered from that. Yeah. Yeah, you did, Bex. No, Mick kept you up late. If you're gonna blame, don't blame yourself. Blame Mick. Mick kept you up late. That was good. I really enjoyed that. I was very happy to see that. It's nice to have a nice, relaxing stream. Let's see how we get on with this. Operating position. Okay, so I'm guessing you have to back up onto there, maybe? Well, let's go give this a try. If not, we'll go to the mod section and... Oops. See, Not paying attention. I'm driving all over the place right now. Great thing is there's no traffic. I can drive anywhere I want on the road. You can drive right down the middle too. Joshua Banana Man. How are you, Josh? Nice to see you. Yeah, a long time. Hopefully you're well. Sorry, Melda. That's Amella's new weekend name. There you go, Amella. You got a weekend name now. First it was Lamella from Young Addies. Now you got Imelda from Sue. Yeah, good to see you. Long time no see. How you been? What's new in the world of Josh? Ooh, look at that. Bingo. Ta-da! Success. All right, now we're going to go find the spinnery real quick. Save this since we bought a... All right, the spinnery. I think that's where... Cotton. Johnson's Farmers Market, 3,800 at the spinnery. So we got to find the spinnery. Spinnery. I think the spinnery is right there. Nope, that's the animal dealer. That's the sawmill. Where is the spinnery? Is it here? Nope. Nope. Carpentry. Where is it up here? Nope. There. There it is. All right. So we got to go. Okay. Okay, I know how to get there then. Oh, I thought it would have had some tie downs, but I guess it's going to stay right there. Yeah, we'll go get this sold at the spinnery for $3,800. So I'm guessing we should get a pretty good amount out of this, I think. We'll have a look here as soon as we get there. next? Sometimes I get lost on this. Mela probably only had pre-breakfast Bex. Mela eats breakfast in 3 phases: the pre-breakfast, the breakfast, and the post-breakfast breakfast. Down. Either way. Alright, we'll just follow this around. Yeah. You gotta learn to Mela's eating habits. Pre-breakfast breakfast, the breakfast, the post-breakfast breakfast, the pre-lunch, the lunch, and then the post-lunch lunch. Yeah, see, there you go. Choosing the pre-breakfast. All right, almost there. Ooh, cotton field right there. Is that olives or grapes down here? Or is that corn? Corn. Okay. From the road, it looked like it was rows of grapes or something. Okay. Looks like there's our spinnery right there. If Amila's not eating, there's something you need to be concerned. Well, not always. Amila does fast sometimes, but otherwise, if Amila's not eating, you need to be worried. Because Amila will get hangry. Did it sell? Wait a second, it didn't sell. Oh, there we go. $71,000. Look at that. That's a nice little chunk of change. Not that we really need it, but wow, for that one bale we made 71,000, almost 72,000. Well, $71,300. That's not a bad. Just for that one bale, that's a pretty good haul, I think. Yeah, 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 exactly, Amela. I'd be like, all right, who are you and what have you done with Amela? What do you mean you're not hungry? You feeling okay? Just like when Joseph gets all romantic and stuff. Like, Joseph, who are you? What have you done with young Addies? Young Addies isn't all romantic like that, usually. If he is, he gets all about it. All right. Well, that worked out pretty well. So we got just about a full bale out of all that, just that one little field, and yeah, quite surprised, but quite pleased with the results for the sale. That was good. All right, we can go ahead and park this right. Let's wash it real quick. Looking a little dirty here. Uh, I probably will. See, that's the. It's one of those planes that the Xbox won't likely get or won't get until the WASM issues fixed. So yeah, that's one of those. I would like to have it, and, because there's different variations, and you can get whichever one you really want out of all of them. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, so this is all harvested. I might mulch that here. All right, let's go over here to the. Oh, here's the forestry stuff. So Bex, basically, what happened was, this was an area that Mick bought on his map, but didn't. We couldn't find the area to do the proper tree cutting. But this area right here, where am I now? Over here. So this is like the forestry area that we can practice cutting down, and we can sell on Mix farm. You can cut down these trees and sell it over at the sawmill across the road there. And then you can also chip the wood. Like if I turn this on and I cut this all up, I can put it on the little conveyor belt and it'll chip it and put it in storage until we want to sell it. So so yeah, I just basically came over here and cut down some trees just to for some practice, and loading it up on here is quite a challenge. So Mick's got himself a different trailer for loading the logs on. So so yeah, and then I have a stump remover that I drive over it, and this stump will be gone basically. So so yeah, we did that. All right, let's. There we go. Gotta find my. All right, so we're gonna do a little bit of the sugar cane here. Unfold pipe. Pipe out. Why would the pipe need to be out? No, 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 other way. There we go. All right. So we're gonna try this and see how we get on with it. Here goes nothing. So yeah, that basically I bought the land because I had to do a bit of a research to figure out why, where can you, how does the forestry stuff work and all that. So I found that out and I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense now. So this thing is really slow when it's on. Uh, there is another one, but in order to use it, you have to have somebody in a. Ooh, I'm getting stuck here. Oh, what? I'm getting stuck on this tree. Oh boy. I did not think I was going to get stuck like this. All right. Now I should be able to back up. Oh, come on. Just that little branch is going to hold up this big old. I don't think so. All right. We can't use that as a shortcut with this thing. Lesson learned. Oh, Well, it was brought. Trying to think how to term it. My understanding was earlier in the year, and it was probably about January or February when the DC6 was released on the Xbox. It was released jointly on the Xbox and the PC, I think. I could be wrong, but I think it was like a they both came out on the roughly about the same time, or maybe the Xbox was like a week later or something like that. It was one of those ones that was really highly anticipated. And so people bought it. They were like, okay, it wasn't cheap by any stretch of the imagination. And so so then people were like, well, wait a minute, it's not working. None of the stuff is working. And so they were like, oh, so they had to yank it from the marketplace, and then they were like, oh, that's when they discovered all this stuff. So it's been almost a year that they've been, and I think it was like March or something like that. A one of the roadmap Q&As, and Jorg talked about it and said, yeah, they're aware of the issue and they're trying to figure out a solution, and it's going to take. They said it was they initially when they looked at it, they said it was going to take a year, and Jorg was like, no, we can't wait a year. So they were like, if we can do it quicker, we'll do it quicker. If not, but we're hoping to get it. Hello, Daniel, how are you? So it's been going on for almost a year. It was supposed to be done by Sim Update 10. Then it was Sim Update 11. Now it's gone to Sim Update 12. So that's where things stand right now with it. So they're still working on it. They're saying that they think they've got things kind of figured out, but it's still not where they want it to be. So, all right, to avoid the tree again this time. So yeah, it's just a bit of a mess. So, but a lot of the planes that we've been waiting on the Xbox are all held up because of Wasm, and a lot of developers. Some will find a way to make it work on the Xbox, but it's up to them if they decide to do it or not. They kind of have to rewrite some of the code, and for many of them, that's just not something they really want to do. So we'll try to get 100% here in the little. So the good thing is I got that little trailer back there that's collecting all that stuff up, and then I can offload it into another trailer when the time comes. So we'll try to get 100% of that, and then we'll empty it, and then we'll wrap things up for the day. So yeah, the PMDG stuff. There's like a whole host of stuff, and that's why it's like, well, is it just better to try to get a PC? But PC isn't without its issues. Oops. It has its issues as well. So, yeah, I don't know. I was watching Sergeant Staff yesterday, and he was having some issues, and he said, when this sim is working, it's incredible. When it's not working, and I said, yep, there's no in between, unfortunately. But yeah, it's that didn't get plowed for some reason. I'll have to go back over that. But There is another harvester, but like I said, you have to have a somebody drive next to you with a trailer to offload directly into the trailer. Otherwise, it won't harvest. And lining it up is a bit of a challenge, obviously. So yeah, that's where things stand. So it's just hopefully a matter of time before, hopefully. But we're getting some good stuff here in November. Looking forward to that. We're getting 11 planes as that we know of right now. I don't know if there's anything else that they're going to throw in for a surprise, but what we're getting, I think, is really, really good. Um, so yeah, really looking forward to that stuff. But I think that if I have my wish, I'm gonna get a PC and just. Ooh, wow, there we go, 100%. All right, so let's go see how we offload this. So we're gonna turn off the harvester, lift it, and then fold it. All right, let's go over here. Now I got to see how this is the part where I'm going to be like, I don't know how this is going to work, but we'll see. I mean, we only did like 3 or 4, I think 4 or 5 rows, something like that, and we're already full up. So this would definitely take some time. It would be probably more practical to have a second a driver with a large thing like this to. Oh, wait a minute. It might move it right over. It did move. Look at that. So, oops. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer here and see if it'll dump it right over. If the pipe I think the pipe automatically seeks it out. That's the thing. When you're near a trailer, it automatically. Oh no. No, maybe not. Maybe that was what was left. Okay. Okay, so. Oh, that's nowhere near enough. Okay, I got to get a little bit closer here. I might have to come back around again. A little bit of practice here. When I'm at the seaside, I normally have cheese chips. Oh. Look at Joseph being all posh. Cheese chips, please. Mmm. And bring me a mineral water, too. Posh Addie starring in Seaside Chip Story. Story of one young man and his cheesy chips and mineral water. Well, I just don't feel. Boy, it just doesn't seem. All right, let's see if I can't. I don't feel confident about trying to empty it with like that. All right, so let's go back here. Let's see if we can get a little. Addie's has his posh moments. All right, that seems more legit right there. All right, let's try this now. There we go. That's good enough for harvesting work. Good morning, Mick. How are you? Nice to see you here. We just did a bit of the sugar cane, just emptying this into the back of this trailer. Now I'm gonna just see. It's not a whole lot, but I want to go see how much we can get for the sugar cane real quick. We might go sell it somewhere. Cheesy chips are godly. Talk about Addie's in his poshness because he likes his cheesy chips when he goes to the seaside. All right, so that's how that works. It's a bit time consuming for harvesting the and it's you only get one row at a time. That's the drawback. So yeah, that's a much more time consuming. All right, let's see. Let's save that since we harvested. Uh, let's see. We're sugar cane. We'll take it to the farmer's market. I always hit the wrong button. Okay, that's up right there. All right. All right, I know how to get there. We'll go sell that real quick. Oh, that's not a bad load for. I mean, it's 38% full, but we'll go sell this real quick. See how we get on with it. Ooh, Mick exercising the using the highlight mode. That's very posh, Mick. Very posh. So yeah, we did that. That's a very time consuming. So Mick, if you're going to do sugar cane, I highly recommend getting that other um, sugar cane harvester. That as long as somebody's pulled alongside of you with a large trailer, it'll just go right on in there and you'd be all set. Either that or dump it. Or if you have a sugar production facility, you take the sugar cane over there and it'll turn it into like granulated sugar or something, which you can then sell to like the restaurants or whatever, the bakery or. Oh man, oh Mick, you have no idea. When you started talking the other day about the bakery there on Minecraft, you took me. I don't know why, but you took me right back to Germany and the bakeries we used to go to in Germany and get the fresh brochen, the bread, basically. Oh man, that was some good stuff. Oh, that was some good stuff. I miss that. All right, come on. Where's the prompt? Should have prompted. Why didn't it prompt? Oh, I know why. Because the prompt's broken. That's why. Yeah, I think it's in the wrong spot. Nope. Huh. come in the other way, maybe? No, we're going to have to take it somewhere else to sell it. We'll get to the bottom of this one way or the other. And maybe you have to come in this way. Where's the green door? Why is this not wanting to trigger? Alright. Where else can we go? Otherwise, we'll be here all day. Feed green. Okay, I know where that is. That is... we gotta go down to there. Yep, alright. Let's go. We'll just go take it down there. Yep. He's been in and out, Mick. I think you guys tuckered him out last night with all that Astroneer stuff. Alright, we'll go to the other place and try selling it there. No. That's a great thing about this. Oh, this isn't the same. Oh, this has still got some pretty decent horsepower. This, I do like my classes. I didn't think I would. Classes and fence. Well, this was a class. I just bought this one some time ago. I think it was one of the first ones I bought, but anyway. Oh, wait a minute. I went the wrong one. Turned it too early. That's okay. We can just come back around here. Jump the curb. Oh, Addie's hasn't seen me drive my little pickup around here. So for those of you who are just joining and who don't quite know what we're getting ourselves into here, basically this is what it's like, the experimental farm. So Mick has his multiplayer farm, and so whenever he's going to do something that I've not had any experience with really, or oh come on, the train's long gone. Get out the way. I can come on here and kind of figured it out, so that way when he does do things that then I'm prepared to help him. Basically, that's the premise behind what we're doing here. So this is not a long-term. I do have a couple of the government signs up there, so that's why I've got $142 million, almost $143 million. It's not because of hard work. It's just that it's easier for me to have that than trying to do all the work and get the... There we go. Let's see how much money we get out of this little load here. $7,300, almost 74, 73.32. Nice. That's not too bad for that little bit right there. So there we are. We made 70 something thousand on one bale of cotton, Mick. Now the other thing, let's go back to the farm here, to the area we were working on. I'll kind of go over some stuff in case you missed it, Mick. So you might want to get your notebook ready. Get your notepad out. There's some observations I made about the cotton. Squeeze it on here. Ooh, ooh. Keep going, keep going, keep going. There we go. We got it. All right, so let's park this up here real quick. All right, so this header or this harvester for, and I think there's only two available for cotton technology in the game. So I don't know what's available. We can look in the, both of these create like a square bale, right? This one, I don't know. Does it come with a square bale or? I don't know if this one does or not. Oh, no, maybe it is going to be round. So basically, the one that I have right here, this case Module Express, it's a square bale that comes out with the cotton. So this trailer here does not support that. This little doodad does, but it's only you can only load one bale at a time. So that's the drawback. So somebody would have to pick up the bale, run it, sell it at the spinnery, then come back. But I'm sure there's got to be other ways to make that work. Otherwise, I think what we could look to see if there's a different cotton. I might, you know what I might do? I might just get, that's what we'll do. Since I got the cash, let's get the John Deere one and see how that gets on. We got the money. Oh, it even does automatic drop. I think this one has a we'll turn it into like a rolled bale. Maybe. Maybe not. Wow, look. Well, that's fancy. What in the world was that? Transformers, more than meets Addie's eyes. Right now, somewhere, Hithers is like, somebody just bought a John Deere piece of equipment. I just know it. I felt a tremor in the force. So we'll try that one another time. I'll see how that one gets on. But otherwise, we may want to do we may want to look for a different cotton baler or harvester, I should say. Boy, this thing's slow. Whoa. Okay, so yeah, I see it now. So it collects, and then it looks like at the bottom there, you can see it next to the speedometer. It shows like a roll instead of a. So I think this is the one that we could use. So I'll verify, trust but verify. So we'll do that. G.I. Addie's a real UK hero. GI Addies is the code name for Joseph Adams, covert operator stationed somewhere in the UK. By day, he's a mild-mannered mop salesperson, but by night, he's the suave debonair G.I. Addies. Oh, anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna replant that cotton and harvest it with this thing and see. I'll give you a report back, Mick, on that. So man, look at that. That thing just looks crazy. So yeah, this takes forever. This little sugarcane harvester. Mm, it'll you'll be here till next year trying to harvest a field with this little doodad. If it's a small, very small field, kind of like what we have over closer to the other on the main farm, I think it would work just fine on a very small field. But anything large like this, it would take too much time to try to do. So yeah. Now I did plant some cotton over here just for my own education on cotton corn harvesting. I planted corn over here, not cotton, corn. So that's going to grow just so I get some practice harvesting the corn. These other areas, I haven't decided what I'm going to do with those yet. I may do some either like grapes or olives. I know that's pears area, but I just wanted for my own knowledge that how it all works and harvesting it and everything like that. So yeah. And then the other thing too, what I'm going to try to do, I'm kind of talking to you guys about some stuff I talked about at the very beginning of the stream here. There was like a bit of wheat right here in this field that I'm running to. So I harvested that. I'm probably gonna plow it, cultivate it, fertilize it. What I'd like to do is I'd like to plant trees, try to get some big trees and space them out and plant them along here, and then along here, and along this side right here. See if we can get some really towering trees right here. And then the same thing on this side, and then along the road here. But nothing more than that. I did buy this area here just so in case anything happens, like a tree falls and it hits the house. I'm not liable for any damages. It's my own property. I can damage it if I want. It's okay. So yeah, I'm going to try to do that eventually. That's on the to-do list at some point. And so yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Mainly because I like this to see how it looks with the large trees along here, but also trying to cut those down and cut them up so that they can be taken to the sawmill for later to be sold for the wood. So I have to do some research on that to see what size trees I can plant and how I can space it out so that they're not like right upon one another, that there's a decent amount of space. But we'll see. So yeah, that's what we got going on here. I don't know what I'm going to do with this little. I'm just going to keep this area the way it is right now. I'm not going to plant anything here. I'll just use it for storage. Now I did buy a mulcher. I may mulch that. You know what? Let's do that real quick before we go. How about that? and then we'll wrap things up. We'll do a couple of lines around on the where we harvested the cotton. I just want to see what that does. Ooh, wow. Pulled a wheelie there. Did you see that, Joseph? That was for you. All right. Ooh. There we go. Ooh. Okay. And we'll go around and see how this goes. Now this is supposed to it's supposed to make the field supposed to improve the field before you plant it again if you mulch all this stuff. So it should give you a higher rate of your harvest, or a higher bonus rate or something like that. That's what I read on the little how the farm go. Well, it's going fine, Joseph. See, he buggers off to the store, and everybody's like, "Oh, Joseph probably fell asleep. He's going to buy dog and cat food instead." You missed my whole GI Addies thing, Joseph. That's what you missed. You just never know when Joseph's here and Joseph's gone. That's why he's the Swab Debonair GI Addies, the real UK hero. He was out on a secret mission. He just says he was getting dog and cat food, but I think he was meeting with MI6 to get his next assignment. Yeah, we'll just finish this when we'll wrap up the stream after we're done mulching all this. Shouldn't take too long to do. Did you get called to MI6 there, Addies? Go get a briefing. I think that's what really happened. I know you can't say. Yeah, everything's been fine though. We just got a lot done. We harvested some sugar cane, just sold a little bit, made $7,300 on it. Made $71,000 on this whole field of cotton that we harvested. So yeah, it's gone well. So yeah, we're just going to mulch this real quick, and then we'll wrap things up for the day. Do appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out today. Nice to see everybody here. Josh, very nice to see you again. I was just thinking the other day, I'm like, man, I wonder what happened to Josh. He's gone MIA for a while. That happens, you know. Stuff happens in life. You gotta stay off of social media and all that kind of stuff for a bit. Hey, you missed the whole G.I. Addies, a real UK hero. G.I. Addies is the code name for Joseph Adams, who by day is a mild-mannered mop salesperson, but by night he's a suave debonair G.I. Addies. See, isn't that exciting, Joseph? We like to have little stories, right? That sounds better than the boring, mundane, day to day stuff, right? And his sidekick chip shop, Daniel's chip shop. He works at a bakery, but he's a lethal martial artist master. There we go. GI Addies and chip shop. There we go. He's a black belt in so many martial arts and make your head spin. Chip Shop has trained Chuck Norris, not the other way around. Matter of fact, Chuck Norris was inspired by Chip Shop. There we go. That's even better. So yeah, we'll finish mulching this and we'll wrap it up for the day. Try to get some flying in off stream, see how that goes, and if my theory proves correct, then we'll be back at it on Monday in the Unkers 52. But it may not be. I may be not on the multiplayer setting if my theory is correct. We'll see. Hopefully everybody's going to have a nice weekend. Mixter, are you guys streaming tonight, or are you taking a break, or you have any plans for tonight? You guys doing some more Modern Warfare, or have you gotten the campaign done already? So now you're just waiting for the full game. I saw you guys talking about that in the Discord. Or do you have to have another board meeting to discuss tonight's events? Oh, well, if you want to farm, I'll be around. I'll be happy to hop in and get some more farming done. Since I'm already in the farming mode, might as well keep going. Yeah, it didn't seem like, it's interesting that the single player campaigns they're good, but they're not very, there's not much to it. You could pretty much do it all in a day, day and a half if you get about halfway like Pulse did. Um, but yeah, especially on if you're doing on normal. Now, if you put it on the most challenging setting, it's probably going to take you some time, but you know, you'll learn where the yeah. Oh God, Joseph's getting his farm manager hat on already. He's ready to tell everybody what to do. Well, if Mick does it, Joseph, as soon as we get started, I'm gone. I'm getting stuff done. Just don't get all fussy about it tonight. We don't muck about on Mick's farm. If you want to muck about, there's other farms to do that on. And I better behave in the voice chat, because you guys might hear me again. I better put away the curse words. Well, because Mick's only got so much time to stream. We got to use the time properly. That's the key. If things are ready to harvest, let's go get it harvested. Whatever we got to do, we got to get it done. So Mick has time to. See, that's why I do this, because I can take the time to explain what I'm doing. But you guys should already know kind of what Mick's up to. But he can give you the rundown while we get started. You know. Okay. We'll see. Well, I don't know. See, they seem to be more entertained when they could hear us. Ooh, a roast beef sandwich. That sounds good. And now you're making me think of the roast beef sandwiches I used to get at that deli, the butcher shop there near where I grew up. Roast beef, lettuce, some tomatoes, some alfalfa sprouts, a little bit of mustard, a little bit of mayo. Mmm, good stuff. I ate healthier then. If I can't hear them, I can't tell them off. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Bex. Oh, I prefer mine to be cold. I don't like a hot roast beef sandwich. That only I would have a hot roast beef sandwich if it was like I was having soup with it. Maybe then I would have it toasted or something. But generally, no, I don't. If like it's winter time and I'm having either like chili or soup with for something to eat. But I prefer mine cold. Addie's had a burger yesterday. Oh. Oh. Yeah, if they do hear us make, it seemed like they were more entertained by hearing us than they were anything else. So, I'm not bothered either way. But well, see the other. Yeah, I heard you talk about that last night. Homemade pizza. That does sound good. I don't think I've ever had a homemade pizza. Did you have? I know Bex would be like, did you have ketchup with it? I would have used ketchup for everything. Yeah, if they want to hear us, if that'll make things more comical or whatever, that's fine. It's just hard. It's difficult to be concentrating on the getting things done and looking at the chat every so often. I'll leave that to Mick to sort out the chat interaction stuff. But I'm not bothered either way. Whatever we want to do. Oh, 9 people watching. Thank you all for coming in and hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed today. Just a nice little bit of fun here on the. I know I said harvesting fun, but we're doing a little bit of mulching. We harvested all this cotton, so we're going to mulch all the leftover stuff. Kind of give a little bit more fertilization to the field, I guess. Something like that. Yeah, just a nice bit of something different because I don't usually stream on a Saturday, but since I've been on the farm and not been flying, I just figured I'd do a few more things on the farm and something different. You know, as Beck said, it's not something that makes you want to rage quit. Of course you do, Addies. Of course you do. I could put on a game of Tetris and you would enjoy it. I could do solitaire on the Xbox and you'd probably enjoy that. That's okay. I appreciate it. I wonder if you could put Pac-Man on the Xbox. It was the highlight of your life on a summer time. If you could get the high score on any video game and you could put your initials in. And Mr. Adams not swear those like you do. Yeah. I honestly try not to swear. It was a bad habit I had when I was in the army. It's not always the right way to interact with other people. But it's easy to let yeah. Oh, he's probably coming up with new words already, Mick, for Monday. As long as he doesn't say that one word that ticks Bex off, I think he'll be okay. Yeah, he's already preparing. I'm sure he's like practicing in the mirror in his bathroom, cursing and all that. Yeah. Well, see, it's easy to say that, Joseph, right? Oh, I'm gonna do better. But it's easier said than done if you think about it, right? That's like Amela saying, "I'm gonna eat less." Well, we know that's never gonna happen. you know, if Amela says he's gonna eat less, there's something really wrong. Oh yeah, I'll never forget that. Boy, that time that he said that word and Bex was like, "No, you didn't." Yeah, I did not just hear that word come out your mouth. I thought if Bex could have reached through the internet and throttled Addie's a little bit, I think she would have on that day. Well, like we all do. It's sometimes our emotions get the better of us, and you let loose a couple f bombs or something. But there's like a uh, there's a you know there should be a limit. But once you get beyond that, like if you're really letting loose, and it's like, yeah, maybe it's time to call it a night or call it a day, whatever. All right, there we go. That's all mulched. We'll wash that off. So let's just see how what this field says once it pull off the field here. Oops. Okay, so it's not fertilized, so I would just have to cultivate it, fertilize it again, and all that. But that's okay. uh, yeah, Mr. Yeah. Uh, if Miller ever said that, I would worry. Yeah, if Miller ever said I'm going to eat less, okay. What happened? Well, I mean, like if it was a dietary thing, like yeah, you got to cut back on your, like if that's something a doctor recommended, that's one thing. But there we go. Looks brand new now. Wow, looks all spiffy now. I'm just gonna park it over here and we'll get things wrapped up. All right. Well, that I think we'll do it. Almost 2 hours. Wow, that went by very quickly. It seemed. So, yeah, we'll wrap things up here, folks. I do appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out today. Hopefully, you enjoyed it. Hopefully, you got a little laugh, a little chuckle. and we'll come back. I'm gonna replant the corn or the cotton over here, not the corn, the cotton. I'm gonna redo the cotton over here and try this harvester, and hopefully we get a couple of square or round bales that are easier to deal with. So there we go. Yeah, so that's what we'll do. So thank you all for coming by, hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Do enjoy the rest of your Saturday morning, afternoon, evening, early Sunday. Who knows? You know, those crazy time changes, those time zones, just can't keep up with it. But I will see you all later. I'll be ready to get on the farm with Mick later this afternoon. And yeah, we'll have some more fun on the farm. So until then, or Monday or whichever, peace, live long and prosper.